Welcome to the 2013 Breakspoll Breakbeat Awards. I'm Helen, this is Cable TV, and we are delighted tonight to be playing host to one of the highest accolades in the breakbeat scene. The awards tonight were voted for by fans from all over the world, and the lineup brings together a stellar cast of the cream of the crop of international talent.
Welcome your host, High Rankin! Good evening everyone, welcome to the 2013 Breakspoll Breakbeat Awards!
It is my pleasure now to be joined on the cable couch by tear-up dubstep producer extraordinaire, the merry prankster of bass music, a man who seems to take an unholy pleasure in sending up the scene. It is, of course, High Rankin. High Rankin, welcome.
Hello.
How did it go? Just have a good time presenting
It went
the
really
awards?
well. I was a little bit worried because I've seen videos from the years before and it looks kind of shambolic. So no, it went really rather well. I was pleased. Everyone was very lovely and very beautiful, and they smelt really rather nice.
I wanted to start off by asking you kind of how you first got into dance music, because it's not really your kind of first love or kind of background love musically.
No, certainly. I grew up on a very strict diet of heavy metal from my father, but then around 15 I got my first turntables and realised that if I was going to get any chicks at all, ever, then I had to do something about it. So I played chart music house.
Fabulous. And that decision presumably came before the decks? Because, I mean, you weren't kind of like, oh, I'm listening to metal, I better get some decks.
I kind of made it up as I went along, really. I kind of got the decks and then went into record shops, like that back when there were independent record shops in your local town, and looked through the racks and I was like, looked at all the genre names and thought, oh, I wonder what sort of genre should I? Oh, big beat. That sounds good.
Sounds nice.
That's big beats. That's what I want. Really, big. And so I gradually sort of transcended into finding, decent dance music that I liked.
What's next with the label and for you as well, obviously?
I have a new label starting soon called Subverted Records. This is actually the first time that I've publicly said anything about it. It's got a different spin on it in that it will be the first free download label that will pay its artists.
Okay, logistically difficult, one would think.
Basically, we've kind of realised people just aren't paying for music in the way that they used to be. Our label will have everything on iTunes and Beatport as normal, but we will also have all our releases free from our website. And the website will generate revenue from other means.
Thank you very much.
No, pleasure. Thank you. Hi, Mum. Hiya.
I don't smoke the reefer.
And now it's time for my favourite part of the episode. Gonna hand over to my co-presenter, Vivek.
Who are you mainly here to see?
Colombo!
Who are you mainly here to see tonight?
Freestylers.
Excuse me?
Freestylers.
Excuse me?
Gay Skills was one of our main people, but obviously Crafty Cuts, Decline, Ed Solo, all of them.
Where are you from?
Spain.
And who are you mainly here to see?
What?
What DJ are you here to see?
Every of them.
And when it finishes, can you promise me you're not going to follow me to my house?
I can't promise it.
None of the girls can. Who is going to win the award for Best DJ?
I think Decline. It should go to Stanton or Ed Solo. For me, they're my two favourite DJs this year. And A Skills, but A Skills is a bit more undercover than those guys.
What did you just call me? Before the answer, you just say you to me, okay? Who's going to win the award tonight for most handsome man to have ever lived?
Of course you.
Probably me, yeah. That's embarrassing.
Thanks to you guys for voting for me. Very special award.
And the award for best DJ is A-Skills!
I'm Vivek. I'm here for cable TV. We're at the Breakspoll Awards. And I'm also here to find out something about shed music, which I made up 10 minutes ago. What do you think about the new sound that Crafty's been coming out with? He's pioneered his new sound called Shed. I know you're big fans, obviously you've heard of it.
Shed music is the one. If you don't know about it right now, you might not think it's going to be the one, but just remember how dubstep was back in the day. People thought, oh, dubstep, never going to take off. But fucking look at dubstep now.
I presume it's maybe like a more forward step of garage, shed garage.
You guys know about shed music?
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit.
Wicked unbad shed music. Shed music's taking off, baby.
You've got to get on this, shed it. Forget everything else. If you want a sick genre of music right now and you want to be on point, check out Shed.
My next guests are from a band who've endured more than their fair share of setbacks. But against all the odds, their unique blend of hip-hop, dub and beats has endured every up and down and has ensured their place as dance music legends. It is the Dub Pistols. Tim, Barry, great to have you here. Welcome to Cable.
Good evening.
So we're here obviously at the Breakbeat Awards. Why do you think that kind of breakbeat, the scene, has got such a kind of international kind of flavour?
I think the thing about the Breakspoll Awards, I think it's really weird how everybody's always tries to beat up on breakbeat, but it's the Breakspoll Awards that brings it to the whole of the world, and it's the whole thing that ties everything together. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if there was no Breakspoll Awards, the break scene probably wouldn't have carried on going the way it has.
Can you tell us how the Dub Pistols first formed?
It was 1997, and the first Dub Pistols track, which was There's Gonna Be a Riot, was born. I remember taking it to the record company. They didn't answer my phone call, and they came, after about 2 weeks, I phoned them up, it was Sony, and I went, what do you think of the record? And they went, I actually think it's the worst thing I've ever heard. And they called me in for a meeting to explain. So I said, play me the record. And it turned out that they were listening to the digidump off the sampler, and it just sounded like a fax machine. They thought I'd lost my mind and gone artistic, and this was what was going to be the record. So I went fast forward the DAT, it was a DAT at that stage, and they fast forwarded it, and I played the track to them, and then Steve Lamacq from Radio 1 made it his single of the week, Enemy made it their single of the week, and suddenly we became the Enemy and Radio 1 darlings. Out of nowhere, we got a phone call from America. We'd done this track with Planet Asia, and it was Jimmy Irvine who had signed Death Row Records. Literally overnight, from being broke, they gave us $1.5 million. We then spent the next 4 years in America touring, and they were a lot more open, and everything was going fantastically well there. And then 9/11 happened, and it all fell apart again.
Tim, where do you kind of come into the equation? Where did you become a pistol?
I came in at that point after America when Distinctive Records.
We toured, didn't we?
We toured, and
Hybrid,
I was with Hybrid. I had an involvement with Hybrid at the time.
And you guys do quite a lot of writing together. How does that kind of work? How does that collaboration work?
Barry has an idea, and then he'll come to me with it, and I'll embellish it.
I have ideas, and then Tim says my arse.
Talking about kind of long-term Dub Pistols collaborators, was Rodney P someone that you were particularly eager to kind of work with?
When I first met Rodney P, I thought he was Rodney Smith. You know, Roots Manoeuvre. We were going off to do the Orange Snowboarding Championships, and someone introduced me to Rodney, and I said to Rodney, like, love your record, I love you, mate, I love all your records. You know what I mean? That typical. And then Whitney Smith Fitness is one of my favourite tunes. And he's like, no, mate. Honestly, I know I sound like a complete prick, but I was a big fan of the London Posse. Yeah. Him and Skits were playing, and they were playing before or after me, and we just hung out. You know when you just meet someone and you know that they are a kindred spirit. You know, you just get on so well that it was just like that, and I was just like, you know what, you're a Dub Pistol.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
So we come to the end of the 2013 Breakspoll Breakbeat Awards. What a fantastic night. Congratulations to all of the winners, and we'll see you next time on cable TV. And now it's over to Vivek, who's been talking to the crowd.
Oh, thanks, Helen. If you had to give an award for like the best interview you've ever had in your life, and probably the best time you've ever had in your life, what interviewer would that be?
This one, of course, you.
Oh, me? Oh, you are. No, don't. But it is what me mainly.
What?